Anyone who's lost someone they love is going to be familiar with that sense of huge loss at the heart of part of the Easter story. That sense that there is an immovable barrier, the gravestone, shutting us off from the person we have loved, who's died, and who loved us. That sense of grief and separation. And one can imagine how the first disciples felt on that first Good Friday. Everything they'd hoped for, everything, the joy that Jesus had brought into their lives had gone, and hope will have seemed at that point to have died with him. The gravestone there, a barrier they couldn't get through. And for others, of course, the gravestone will have represented something quite different. So for the powerful people, the religious authorities, the secular authorities, that gravestone was something that was seen to be shutting off something that had been disturbing and inconvenient. They thought, heave a sigh of relief and move on from that troubling, challenging presence to them of Jesus. And then on that Easter day, that first Easter day, what joy for those disciples, because suddenly they knew it was not the end. And the wonderful joy of the stone rolled away and the encounter with the risen Christ in an extraordinarily energizing, hope-filled experience. I suspect that some of the more powerful people, however, felt a sense of fear at what might be happening, something inconceivable that they could not have imagined. So for us now, as we come to celebrate Easter, this is a time, I think, when we see in all kinds of ways, in ourselves and in the world in which we live, the gravestone moved away and the things that we know we long to change brought into the light. And above all, we just rejoice in the wonderful hope and love of the risen Christ.